Hello out there in Retroland, this is Matt from RetrolandGamingSystems.com, and we're about to play some Kung Fu for the NES. Now, here we go, we're about to start. It's a pretty fast moving game. I mean, it's simple enough, you punch and kick and jump. Oh, that failed a little. You jump kick and you duck down and punch and kick. There's nothing that much else to say about the controls, but the game is very well done and it moves very quickly. And it's got a little bit of a learning curve to it to get used to it. But oh, there's Stickman, the first boss. Got him. Here we go. The sound it works. It's really done well. It's a simple music that doesn't get annoying. You know, other than that, you hear your character climbing up the stairs after each floor, and when you die, the enemies, their bosses laugh at you, which it's a nice touch to have. And the second level, it starts to get a little bit harder. You have these pots and pinata-like things. The green ones turn into snakes, the other ones dragons, and these explode, but I try to blow those up before they get to me. Because you can't kill them once they're on the ground, but when they're in the air, they're fair game. And they do a bit more damage than these other ordinary guys, which we're now facing. Oh, and here's the first appearance of the shorter enemies. Oh, boomerang guy. Got him. He's the guy that throws boomerangs at you, which, if you couldn't tell, I tried to take him out pretty fast. And there's only 5 floors. You could see on the top, the little yellow square things, they fill up, but once you get to the 5th, you've won the game. Here's the plot. Help me, Thomas! Save Sylvia from Mr. X. Sylvia, his girl, has been kidnapped and he's trying to save her. The go-to plot for a lot of these old NES games. But it works. I've heard it before, but it works. Even the nickname of the boss, Mr. X, is not any more different than... I don't know, I've heard Mr. X before, I'm sure. At least a few times. Interesting thing about the little... Ow. Ow. Stabbed. No, the little, the green ones in red, when I was a kid I thought they were leprechauns, but the game itself describes them as martial arts midgets, which... This game was 30 years ago. It wouldn't fly now, but that's what they called it back then. Yep, there we go. And the third boss, I'm hoping I could take him out. There we go. He does a lot of damage. He's big and basically he's slow, but if he hits you, I think I would have been... That's it. Even at this health, and I'm almost at half. There we go. This 4th level, people tend to have a lot of problems with. I mean, the morphs are simple enough, or flies, or whatever they are, but they explode when they hit you. And then afterwards, they have regular enemies, but the real challenge people seem to have is with the boss. He's a wizard or a magician. He's a wizard or magician or something like that, and he... Uh-oh. Boom. There we go. But yeah, you could see he takes he only takes damage when you duck down and punch him. Otherwise, if you try and kick him or whatever, it doesn't work. And sometimes his head will pop off and he'll disappear and come back. But if you don't realize it, help me, Thomas! Save Sylvia. Sylvia! And he's... Thomas, there, our karate hero, is doing the moonwalk. Yeah. This is the last level. Not that much more difficult. You're just trying, they're trying to throw at you the normal soldiers before you get to Mr. X, or evil villain. Oh, that was good. They're jumping more than they usually do. I'll give them that. And the enemies are afraid of Mr. X for some reason, so normally you'll have one or two that try and tail you. This is game mode, so it's easier. The game B mode, they'll follow you anyway, but try to hit high and low. Got him, kicked him in the face. Yeah, that's it for Mr. X, and he's basically you with a different color scheme. You hug, you save Sylvia, untie her magically, and hug her, and we've beaten Kung Fu here. Congratulations, Thomas and Sylvia. But their happiness does not continue long, and the game resets. Sometimes I'll pretend they live happily ever after, because I don't know. She gets kidnapped a little more often than she should. But yeah, and the final boss, he's not that tough. He basically, if you duck down, or if you jump kick, he tries to sweep your feet. If you go high, or if you go low, he tries to kick you in the face. But yeah, that was Kung Fu for the NES. I hope you guys liked it. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and join our Google Plus circle. And subscribe to our YouTube channel now. We'll be putting out new videos every week. Also, be sure to visit us at RetrolandGamingSystems.com. Alright, have a nice night, folks, and don't forget to stay retro.